Hello and welcome back to Cublex Focuses on the Road. Today we're going to focus on the road. And it's been a while. I don't really find the opportunity to record these very often anymore. For a couple of reasons. One, usually I don't have a lot to talk about. And two, I don't drive very much anymore. My work is remote, so I don't have to drive to go to work. But my parents want me to pick up lunch. They just got back home from camping. Very good camping trip. I wasn't there. I was at home chilling with my boyfriend. I did not go on that trip, but they had a great time, and now they want lunch, so I'm gonna go pick up lunch, which is a very good reflection back to the first episode, now that I'm thinking about it, where I picked up dinner for them. But I do have things to talk about because things have shifted. I can talk a lot about my new job. I don't want to do that a lot on YouTube per se, but I am working on a pretty large technical project for Victoria's Secret. I got hired on as just, their STS department, but I immediately got placed on a project that isn't STS department, so we're working to get new routers in all the stores to up the guest Wi-Fi speeds and get everything onto an SD-WAN system. I don't exactly know what that is, but that's pretty cool. I've had a lot of fun with this job, honestly. The fact that it's computer-related and technical-related is really cool, and it's teaching me not necessarily a lot, but no small amount of networking information and how all this stuff works, the behind the scenes, all the things that you need to check and recheck and how to do those is very interesting. I'm not the one going out to stores and, putting in the routers. Like I said, it's a remote position. I call up a tech who's actually at the store and guide them through the system. But that doesn't mean that I don't have to not know. That doesn't mean that I don't have to know what's going on. Beyond that, I got into Luminous again. I finally finished my 100% of Luminous 2. For those who don't know, a while ago, after I 100%ed Luminous Remastered, I embarked on an adventure to go ahead and just play and maybe 100% all of the series, because I wanted to play more Luminous, but I felt very unguided after 100%ing the game. So I did, and then I got the games that I finished after that were remastered, and then I finished the original Luminous 1, and then I did Luminous Block Challenge, which is a J2ME game, and I got really far through 2 and about halfway through Puzzle Fusion PC, and I also did a small amount of stuff on Live. And then recently I got back into it. I finished up Luminous 2, which required, the last thing I had to do was reach 50 hours of gameplay, which, Jesus fucking Christ, 50 hours of any game is a lot. Especially when it doesn't really give you stuff to do beyond the 20-hour mark. But I had a good time. And then I did some more stuff on Luminous Live, and then I checked into Luminous to Puzzle Fusion PC, and as it turns out, when I reinstalled Windows, I lost all my save info there, so that's like a solid 25 hours down the drain. So I'm gonna have to do all that again. I'll probably do that on the channel, just to give myself a reason to play Puzzle Fusion PC, because I really don't want to play that one. I'm not getting lunch though. I already had lunch. I made myself some pizza rolls, like about half an hour before my parents got home from the camping trip. So I've already had lunch. They haven't had lunch. They want me to pick up lunch, because they have things to do related to the camper. I could talk about Luminous forever. Another cool thing with Luminous. So there is a very small community around the Luminous games that I'm part of. And two of the people, Faith and Revenant, are working on Luminext. It is a fan game that boasts easy creation of custom skin. And they recently dropped a private beta, a pre-release on the Luminous Discord, and I played it. And from what I'm seeing so far, it's so good. I am immensely impressed with how good it is. Mainly the cool features come just from the things that aren't in Luminous that are in Luminext. Like, gameplay-wise, all you have is single skin mode. So you're just fucking around. There's not really any goals. You can just play any skin for as long as you want. It uses the score system from Luminous 1. It's very Luminous 1-ish, which I actually kind of like. The main things come from two distinct features. There's more block types, and skin creation, custom skin creation. It does it for you, essentially. The way that it works is each skin is a .skn file, which I think is wrapped by the program itself. I don't know how more complicated ones would be created, but there's a basic skin editor in the game where you click into it, and then it's like, upload these sets of files, give us this information, and we'll make your skin. And you need the metadata, like a title of the song, and the person who created the song, and the person who made the skin, you know, and stuff like that. And then like a banner image, and then a square cover art image, and then like all the visuals and audio for the blocks, but you don't need to like organize it in any fashion. You just give it to them, and it'll output a skin file as far as I know, which I think is super cool, because I did do a couple ports over to the previous fan game everybody was playing, Lunes, which was made by StarCat. Shoutouts to StarCat. That's also very good, but I think I prefer LumenX just because the skin creation system is going to be super easy. Except for one thing. There's one thing that I haven't mentioned yet, and it's that you can play with more than 2 block colors. If you ever played Luminous, and if you haven't played Luminous, I just uploaded 5.5 minutes of very low quality gameplay yesterday, so you're going to want to check that out. The video will be in the end card as always. But if you know Luminous, you know it is a 2-color game. There is officially a game where there's 3 colors. I mentioned Luminous Block Challenge. That game in its arcade mode, in certain levels in arcade mode, there are 3 colors. It is not easy, and it is very enjoyable. LumenX bumps that up to 4 if you want. So every custom skin that they've made, which has just been ports of skins that already exist, but every skin in LumenX has support for 4 color mode. And I mean, the colors that they've chosen for the blocks, the 3rd and 4th blocks, are very good, although not very colorblind friendly. I tried out on some filters and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Playing it is insanely difficult. I don't expect anybody to ever get good at 4-color mode. But then there's also a new power-up, and then there's also the wild tiles that have been taken from Block Challenge as well, that they're pretty cool. And then you can change things like DAS and a bunch of other cool settings. You can change your starting level, and just like, they really just threw everything in the kitchen sink. They're going for customizability on their play modes, and I think that, I mean, that's what anybody should do, really. But I do at some point want to make a custom skin. But like, I want to make a custom skin as in, oh, I want to take the song that I really like and make it a skin. Although I do have ideas for that I think I do want to do. I just thought of one right now. I think Salamander Beat Crush Mix would make a really good skin. I think I'd have to recut the song, but I think it would make for a good skin. But like, I want to make a song that is specifically to be a skin for LumenX. And I've made music before. Super sampley, cool stuff. I enjoyed making it a lot. I would like to make, you know, something. I don't know. I would like to make something. I want to make music again. That's what it comes down to, but I really can't push myself to do it. And I don't know why. Not that I don't have ideas. I just don't ever do anything with them. I haven't driven in a while. I forgot what driving was like. Like I said, I haven't driven in a while. The low tire pressure light is on. Not a fan of that fact. I'll have to get that fixed. Also, I haven't gone to the arcade in a couple of weeks. I haven't felt the need to. Like, I genuinely have stopped enjoying playing arcade dance games. Because I've run into a psychological problem after I got sick. After the thing that ended Cublex Uploads Daily Season 1, I've now run into a psychological problem where I will get sick when I go to the arcade, and that is heavily exasperated when I play physically required games. And like, that sucks, because when I go to the arcade, the main draw for it is the dance game, because most arcades don't have non-dance game rhythm games in them. Like, they just don't. Like, you're not going to find a Beatmania 2 Deluxe at Dave & Buster's. You're not going to find a Groove Coaster at Scene 75. Like, it's just not going to happen. But they'll have Dance Dance Revolution, because it's recognizable, and they'll also have Pump It Up, because it looks like Dance Dance Revolution, which I think is really funny, but Andamiro also makes other arcade games, so like, they have contacts and stuff. Who cares? DDR has the recognizability, Andamiro has the recognizability, and also it's Andamiro. They make other arcade things. Even though it's not the same, people will be like, it's fine. And it's a better game. But I don't want to talk about that. But I just wish I wasn't fucking sick when I go to the arcade. And it's only arcades, and when I think about it, my stomach upsets itself a little bit, too. Like, literally right now, just a little bit as I say that. It's ridiculous. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy every time. And I wish it wasn't like that, because my God, is it annoying. It's literally the worst part about my body right now. I love arcades. They're probably my biggest passion right now. and have always been, honestly. I've always loved arcades. And when it comes down to it, I just can't. Physically. I hate it. 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 Don't like it. Not a big fan at all. I've tried to think of like how an arcade version of Luminous would work. And I think my brain is like... My brain is too rhythm game based because I think like you'd select 7 skins and play through all the skins or whatever. How many ever skins? And you'd play through the set or whatever. And it'd be like, you know, choosing your song in a rhythm game. No, that wouldn't be the case. It'd be something like Sega Tetris. If you've ever played Sega Tetris or Tetris Giant, or specifically Sega Tetris, actually, you know what I'm talking about because of the level system actually does, you know, change the background and the music and things like that. If you haven't played Sega Tetris, it was a Japan exclusive on Dreamcast, and then there was also an arcade version. It is very difficult. It is a very hard Tetris game. Getting to the last level itself is hard, and then beating the last level is even harder. And I say all that, I was playing on fucking easy and I'm calling it hard. That's what we're talking about here. Ooh, I'm next to order. Alright. Well, if I'm next to order, I'm going to say that we've reached our destination, and I was able to do it because I focused on the road, and you should too. Thank you very much.